Alright, are we live? Hopefully, we are live. Just be checking. Is everything as it should be? Yes, alright. Just gotta be waiting for a few of you to tune in to this stream. I really have no idea how many is gonna be tuning in to this particular one. So we just have to wait to see in order how many is gonna be tuning in for just a aftermath type of content. So, but I think it's gonna be a really fun experience to have, nonetheless. Might as well share this around so people can tune in a lot of different places. While you're at it, for the 8 people that are here, be sure to leave a like on this stream and share this live stream around so a lot more people can tune in and be a part of this magnificent discussion that is gonna be available for all of you guys to be witnessing. Because we did see something truly spectacular over at East vs. West 16. In terms of the production itself, it really was something incredible. I mean, it really was. For, in my honest opinion, this is honestly the best production I have ever seen. Despite some lagging issues that were here and there during the stream itself, the absolute quality of the stream, the angles that they provided, and all of that was absolutely phenomenal. So they should have all the cred in the world when it comes to that department. The entire crew really was absolutely phenomenal. So big thanks to the production crew, Commentator, Robert Baxter, when it comes to that particular department. So this is gonna be a East vs. West 16 aftermath live stream. In case you have not bought the pay-per-view yet, there will be a lot of spoilers in this particular live stream. So if you haven't already, go buy the pay-per-view, watch all of the matches, and then you can come back here and let's hang out. So, did you guys enjoy East vs. West 16? At least in my opinion, I thought it was really something else entirely. Now let's see. It's gonna be fixing around here. Let's see who is in the chat. Philwood UK is in the chat. Fia was super clinical. Yeah, she was absolutely phenomenal with the way she was able to handle the explosiveness of Malin Bergström. She made her look like, she made Malin look like an amateur, and that is not an easy thing to do when it comes to the capabilities that Malin Bergström is capable of. Because I have seen Malin Bergström beat a lot of dangerous opponents that are in the arm wrestling circuit. So for Fia Reisek to do this against Malin is really, really impressive. I mean, it really is so. Engage with your audience. Start a poll. It's gonna be fixing here a little bit. Did you guys enjoy East versus West 16? All right, and just gotta do a quick poll there, just to see what the masses thought about it. So Alright, we are 14 concurrent viewers and 9 likes. Awesome! I have such a great audience in the world, so... But before that, I'm begging for likes almost too much. Let's get to the subject at hand. Alright, Phil Woody UK with a £3 chat. Thank you very much. The support that you are giving me, Phil Woody, is really awesome. Thank you very much for this continuous support. Now, let's see, I'm just gonna be seeing... Alright. Judges are gonna be... one thing about one of the cameras was shaking. You could see it shaking every time somebody was walking around near camera. Besides that, it looked pretty great. Yeah, I do have to agree with you there. Let's see, out of tune. Maybe in the near future they could bolt that tripod down on to the floor so it doesn't shake too much whenever people are walking by, as you said. I mean, it's an honest mistake. If they can just fix that, then everything will be sorted out. Judges gotta be more strict, foul for the people that don't listen. Now it's just one that gets away with most cheats, discussing that they allow such shit if they want WWE. Just watch that. Yeah, especially when it comes to one of the matches that did happen. I mean, I do get that you want as much advantage to your arm wrestling game as much as humanly possible. But when you are doing it in the fashion that it happened, and yeah, it became, at least to me, pretty stale, if I have to say so myself. But at the same time, the referees that did ref that match, it was so chaotic. It was almost like they focused a whole lot more on Devon Larratt and his shenanigans than what Genadi did. I don't know, what are you guys thinking about that? With the chaosness when it comes to the match with Genadi and Devon, because it really became unwatchable at one point when it just were a lot of complaining during the setups from both cams. It almost became a complete replica of the match with Devon and Travis, when neither man didn't even pull throughout that entire super match. And that is, in at least to me, it just become pretty stagnant in that particular super match. But I don't know. What do you guys think about that? Now let's see. It's gonna be watching through this. The reffing, however, was dreadful, absolutely terrible. They did make a lot of mistakes during the match itself, or a bunch of other matches, in my opinion. So they should bring Timothy there just to stir some shit up. So that is something that you can take over Timothy, and what is the other name? Luke and Bill Collins over there. They can really get the control of the situation. Okay, 20 concurrent viewers and 11 likes. Oh, right. Now this is a really good, really good odds so far. If you haven't already, be sure to spam that like button. And by the way, guys, I have a super chat goal that would be awesome if it was fulfilled. But you do get something else in return. If I get the 5 super chats in this live stream, I will make a video with Heidi Andersson, the goat of female arm wrestling. Yeah, I said it. What are you gonna do? Sue me. But I will make a video with her, and just I wanted to have her thoughts on the match with Fia Reisek and the Malmbergström. That because with that match itself really told a story, and that story was really phenomenal. So I would like to have Heidi Anderson and have her talk about the match itself, because the amount of opportunities that just flustered from that super match alone really tells a lot. So yeah, I would like to have her thoughts on this someday. This was also the first time I couldn't watch the arm wrestling on my big screen smart TV. The website stream wouldn't work on my TV. I had to watch on my computer. Yeah, maybe that they can fix it in the near future. So it might be because of the new streaming service that they just partnered with. I mean, besides with some lagging that happened throughout the stream, it really was a huge improvement overall when it comes to the quality as a whole. So in that instance, it is definitely a huge step up in that department, if I had to say so myself. But I hope in the near future it is gonna be addressed. I hopefully are hoping that to happen in the near future, if that makes sense. The solution, this is why it is much better overall experience on the YouTube streaming. Servers almost never have issues, and any other one can access it from any device, and all TVs too. They take 30% though. Yeah, that is the give or take when it comes to YouTube. Although it has a better streaming platform as a whole, it will definitely decrease the revenue as a whole, since as you said right there, Drew, they do take 30% out of all of that. So right, home gym physique. No matter how fancy the venue is, for me watching online, there were very little atmosphere. Fans needed to surround the arm wrestlers. As a viewer, you could barely hear the fans or see them. That is weird, because when I was watching the stream, you could hear the fans roaring in the background, especially when it comes to whenever one of their countrymen were able to get the pin or two. So it will be interesting to see what is happening right there. It's gonna be shifting around. All right, okay. The stream chat was basically going away there for a few seconds, but okay, 18 concurrent viewers and 12 likes. Come on, guys. All right, let's see what people are writing here. Pupper Anderson is awesome. Yep, she is the goat of female arm wrestling, and that is a fact that is a hill I am willing to die on. Mark my words on that. The Godzilla match was my favorite. I struggled to watch the Devon match. The constant stopping and starting was frustrating to watch. Yeah, Todd Hutchings really met my expectations when it comes to the type of matches that he is usually are really good at to pull off. Because the style all on its own that he was able to do against Irakli is the very kryptonite that Irakli has huge problems against. But as you could see on the rounds, he was able to get a pin once he was able to time the hit of the press, and when Todd Hutchings realized that he was gonna get caught, the arm went down like that. So that was really impressive by Irakli to do that against Todd Hutchings. But with the experience that Todd Hutchings has, he was able to adjust, and then basically top roll one of the strongest top rollers in the world. That to me really says a lot with the capabilities that Todd Hutchings possesses. But maybe in the near future we might see Yoshinobu Kanai versus Irakli. I do believe that it is gonna be a great match, since Yoshinobu Kanai really made Todd Hutchings work extremely hard for that pin. So that will be something to be looking forward to. Alright, so let's see who else. Alright, 20 people watching. Nice. Really fun to have this many people watching my stream. And I do know that it is a far cry from the massive viewer army that came my way when also Wrestler said almost 1,000 people to this live stream, and I was so overwhelmed with the amount of positivity and love that came my way that I almost lost the focus for my commentary there for a bit. But one day I will make a, how do you call it, almost a highlight reel to just show the genuine reactions that I had during the stream, and I will send it to also on Wrestler just for him to see what that reaction really were given just that day. I tapped out during the Larratt Genadi match. I took a break and made myself a snack. I thought Tolden Irakli was one of the highlights in my opinion. True class performance for both athletes. Yeah, exactly. The match with Devon Larratt and Genadi Quickvinia was something else entirely. I mean, I get it. You wanted to fight to get all of the advantages that you want, especially when it comes to a match that really matters to you. But whenever you are that dominant that Devon Larratt was at the end of the day, it should be focusing a lot more on the match itself. But I get it. The refereeing there was a lot of mistakes that were made during that particular match itself, but that is a topic completely on its own when it comes to East versus West 16. That is why I believe it would be good for them if they had like Timothy, Bill, and that other guy, Luke, that could be there and take a lot more control of the situation. Because the match itself was extremely chaotic on so many levels. But then again, that is just my opinion about that. Out of tune, Fia winning was pretty great too. I was surprised that Malin couldn't get one pin in. Fia wanted the win much more, it seemed. Yeah. And I know from speaking with Fia personally that she really wanted that win. I mean, she really did want it. So much so that she was making sure that the interaction between her and Malin was as minimal as possible. Because when they were going to WL, they were hanging out together, And Fia could not even get herself to be focused on the match itself, which Malin, of course, capitalized on. So Fia Reisek went in on a mission. So, and for her to do this type of work against a dangerous opponent that is Malin Kleinschmidt really says a lot. I mean, it really, really says a lot with the amount of heart and the determination that Fia Reisek went in. And I'll really love the comeback that Fia Reisek was doing against Malin Kleinschmidt when she said that Fia Reisek was only a world champion because Malin Bergström wasn't there. And Fia Reisek said afterwards, well, you only became world champion at 2018 when Heidi Anderson wasn't there. I mean, that comeback was really awesome, but also genius on Fia Reisek's part, because that one sentence alone really made sure that Fia Reisek was there on a mission. And Fia Reisek really wanted this victory a whole lot more than Malin Bergström wanted. And you could also see during the setup that she was not letting Malin Bergström get away with a millimeter. And for me to see that, it was just like, damn, that was really impressive. Really, really impressive by Fia Reisek to do that against a dangerous opponent that is Malin Bergström. Now let's see. Phil with the UK. I thought the fans were great. Yeah, they were really energetic from what I could see. But it could increase revenue as many more people will be buying it on YouTube, since it is much more accessible and very easy to click a button on YouTube your info already. Maybe it could be a possibility in the near future, because I know if they just had a paywall on the stream, a whole lot more people will be tuning in to just see that. I mean, I have a feeling, or when I did see the live chat that were going on with the, let's see, Devon and Denis Suplenko, I have a feel, if I remember correctly, it was almost 15,000 people watching that particular behind the scene stream that were going on at the same time during the event itself. Alright. So if they could maybe implement that on YouTube, maybe it becomes a possibility. But we just have to wait and see how they are gonna be doing that. They could definitely find a solution to attach the cameras to use to clearly show the pin pad. This will clean up the confusion for trying to find the footage available. Yeah, the greatest example by that would be Monster Michael Todd versus Hermes Gasparini. I mean, from the angle that were provided to us, it were looking like a pin, but at the same time, it did not look like a pin. Because if they had like cameras where the pin pads are, it will definitely help the referees to make much more clearer calls, because then they can just rewind the tape and then see like was it their foul? Was it not their foul? Or in this instance, was it a pin? Was it not a pin? Did the downer size of the hand pass through the pin pad? A lot of speculations will be wiped instantly if you had a camera where the pin pad line is. But I don't know. Maybe they can implement it in the future. Who knows? By the way, guys, we are 22 people watching and 19 likes. Can we get this live stream to over 25 likes? If we can do that, the live stream itself will get boosted in the algorithm. So if you haven't already, spam that like button. So, all right, I think you guys are amazing with how you are writing in the chat. I really love when it gets a discussion from all of it. So. Alright, I think, alright, let's see. Also was making serious bank yesterday. Good for him. He did a fine job commentating. Yeah. Also, Arm Wrestler is an inspiration of mine when it comes to bringing out the energetic side when it comes to live commentating. Whenever I am seeking inspiration for making a good live commentary, I usually are going back to Neil Pickup and Aussie Arm Wrestler for inspiration. The way they are commentating, in my opinion, really brings out the energetic side of a commentator. And I do know that it might not be to everybody's a cup of tea when it comes to their style of commentating. But in my opinion, it really brings out the enthusiasm and the energetic passion that a commentator should have, especially when you are seeing a live commentator during like ice hockey or like a soccer, football, or anything in that regard. So Genadi had nothing for Devon there. Yeah, Devon was basically manhandling Genadi there. And I know how dangerous Genadi is, but this heavier version of Devon really showed up, and he made a very dangerous statement with how he was flash pinning Genadi in one round and basically toying with him the later round. So did anyone see the latest apology video by Engin with Robert Baxter? Engin basically threw Baxter under the bus. Engin seemed committed to stating that he has nothing to do with it. Yeah, maybe the case is that he had nothing to do with it, and he wanted to make the video with Baxter and Kirill to just make a proper apology. I really don't know how that conversation was winning about. But as they stated, there were some miscommunication between everybody, and that exhibition match, once I saw that and the reaction that Levon Saganashvili had during it, when I was watching that, I was like, I'll tap out. I want nothing to do with this. What is this? Almost like that. I mean, the awkwardness that must have been in that arena. Oh my god, I really felt bad for Levon Saganashvili there. It was a really awkward position to be in when you are in that type of situation. In that instance, they should have that exhibition match outside of that arena if they wanted to promote or show arm wrestling in a much viewer-friendly statement. Maybe in that area it will be something. I don't know. I don't know about what you guys are thinking about that. But that is what I think in that. Right. Seems like a lot of people were enjoying East versus West. Really, really awesome to see. Alright, just gonna be fixing here just a bit. 24 people watching and 23 likes. We are 2 likes away, by the way, to reach the 25 like goal post. So if you haven't already, be sure to like that, like this stream, and share this around so a lot more people can tune in and be a part of this amazing, amazing community. And let's get a proper discussion rolling and in a civilized manner. So. Alright. Royal 7. Hello, SCTV. Did you enjoy the event yesterday? Yeah. I thought it was really, really fun to see how the improvement of the quality itself was provided with this new partnership that they was signing on with this new streaming service. I thought it was a huge, huge improvement with how with the streaming quality, the audio quality, the playbacks, minus with the shaky camera that was with the still shot camera. I do believe when people were walking around, the camera was shaking around a little bit. Otherwise, from that, the production as a whole was really, really phenomenal. So in this instance, I was really impressed with the general quality on its own. As for the matches, I really enjoyed most of them, especially with let's see, Artyom Morozov and Vitaly Laletin. And besides from that, I also enjoyed, let's see, Irakli versus Todd, Fia versus Malin. So yeah, those matches were my personal favorite. All right. Well, listen, if you like it, yes, yep. That's YouTube. I think does YouTube have the ability to do pay-per-views streams beside the members option? I don't know if that is the case. It might be. If it were, I have no idea about that. It was funny to see the monster snap and square up to Hermes. They hear correctly. Did the monster accuse Hermes of disrespecting his wife? I really don't know what the deal was about that. Maybe I really needed to make a lot more research on that, because I was a bit unsure of what actually did happen there. I mean, I did see that Hermes was pointing at the crowd, and then Monster Michael Todd ran directly up to him like, "Oh, you just shut your fucking mouth! You shut your fucking mouth!" And I was just watching at my girlfriend's parents' home. I was just watching, and I was just like, what the fuck is going on? I mean, it was very surprising, to say the least, when it comes to that. So, I mean, they still were shaking hands and all of that. So, what happens on the table stays on the table. Or, in this instance, what happens during the match stays during the match. I don't know. maybe we might see some more clearer clarity on that. 35 people watching and 23 likes. 2 likes away. We are merely 2 likes away to get this live stream to over 25 likes. So if you haven't already, be sure to spam the like button so we can get this live stream to over 25 likes. So this gets boosted in the algorithm. Because we are 35 people watching. And by the way, guys, we are almost at 14,000 subscribers. So we are like 11 subscribers away. So if you know somebody that has not subscribed yet, maybe you can say to them to go subscribe to SwedenArmwrestlingTelevision, because he is literally like 11 subscribers away. He is literally 11 subscribers away. Who knows, maybe it will be happening tonight, or maybe somewhere down the line. Was rooting for Hermes. Yeah, Hermes was polling phenomenally during the match itself. I mean, you could just see small climbing, drive, small climbing, drive, drive. And in order to get over, let's see, the index finger knuckle and just continue climbing. So he was basically like almost like this, and then came the press. It was a really awesome job by Hermes Gasparini to do that type of damage against Monster Michael Toll. Was really impressive. Really impressive. The quality was great, but I felt distant from the athletes with the angles that they used. I do understand where you're coming from with that, but maybe they wanted to try something new with this type of a venue. Maybe it was not possible to have the crowds with the stage and all of that. But maybe we might see something else entirely when East vs. West is gonna be in the United States, if I'm not mistaken. I do believe that it's gonna be the next East vs. West is gonna be. Who knows? We might see it, we might not see it. Yeah, I'm just eager to see what happens next. Home gym physique. The monster overreacted. I felt bad for Hermes. Yeah, I really don't know what was said directly at Hermes that made him react in the way that he did, and what made Monster Michael Todd react in his way. So I don't know. Maybe we will hear some more clarity what did happen during that interaction from Michael Todd and Rebecca Todd further down the line, or maybe from Hermes Gasparini himself. But in the meantime, this is what is provided for us as of now. As of now, we can only speculate what was said during that particular interaction. So having less matches was definitely better. Past events was gone too far. Yeah, I do agree that the event itself ran a lot more smoother when it was just like 10 to 12 matches. When it was over 16 or 17, it was almost dreadful to do a constant live commentary throughout that entire stream. I mean, despite with let's see, Aussie arm wrestler Pradeep, Ryan Bowen, all of us were just done and dusted when it comes to the amount of many matches at the same time. So in this instance, it was just perfect with 10 to 12 matches, and the matches itself was just breezed through. So that was a step up, in my opinion. So we'll see if they are gonna be continuing with the 10 to 12 matches further down the line. To be honest, it makes me laugh when organizers and fans say we are going mainstream, so many problems we have to fix, but keep appearing in every event. Can you elaborate on what you are meaning there, Lagia? It will be interesting to hear what you are meaning with that particular comment that you made. Hermes will dethrone Levon, mark my words. Might happen, might not happen. We just have to wait and see. By the way, guys, we are 35 concurrent viewers and 26 likes. So if I haven't already, if we can... Oh, now we are over 42. Awesome. Really awesome. So if we can get this live stream to over 50 likes, I will teach you guys a free word or a free lesson on the Swedish word that you can use whenever you are going out on party and want to impress on a fling or just to pick up chicks, dude, whatever you are preferring. Then you can use these Swedish words to impress on your friends, family, and all of that. And also, if we can get... I did post a bit of a challenge here. If we can get this live stream to maybe 5 super chats, or at least 1, I will make a video with Heidi Andersson talking about the match with Fia and Malin and the potential matches that can happen just because of that particular super match. So, but if you don't want to make any super chats, yeah, that is completely fine. I might do this in the near future, but I figure, yeah, I can make a goal, and yeah, it will be really fun to just test how far this goal super chat can go. So I might experiment this with just a little bit. Right. Irregular production quality is an example. Your arm is overcooked Italian pasta, perhaps. Maybe. Maybe a little bit too much of a carbonara. Maybe a little bit too much of a carbonara. Who knows? Roy 11. Is that the lemon Pepsi? Yeah. Yeah, it's lime Pepsi. Pepsi Max. I really like the flavor versions of Pepsi Max. The regular taste of Pepsi Max becomes pretty stale. So I usually buy the one with lime or mango and all of that. And since my girlfriend Emilia really likes mango flavored Pepsi, I just might as well buy 2 of those and can share it from there. So. All right. Irregular production quality is an example. Fair enough. What? mathematics are you using to get to that conclusion? Are you referring to me or anybody else here? Including the exhibition match at the beginning of the event would be a good idea just to kick off the event. Yeah, that could be a pre-hype, just to showcase what you are in for when it comes to East versus West. Exhibition match in the beginning would be cool, just to showcase what type of arm wrestling is here. But it will be fun either way to have. Got a brain fart here. I do apologize. Let's see. You look like a younger version of the actor David Spade in the stream. Really? Well, thank you. Or maybe David Spade looks like an older version of me. Alright, let's see. Levon got pinned by Kirill. How does he beat Hermes now? Levon was not even trying there. Levon was pretty pissed during that and was super awkward to watch. When that happened, I was just like, I'm tuning out. And for a hardcore arm wrestling fan as I am, to do just that, it was really enough, at least for me, so. Now, let's see. Oh, we are 7 subscribers away. 7 subscribers away. Thank you for the continuous support that all of you are providing to Sweden Arm Wrestling Television. You guys make SCTV go even further than I thought possible. Especially a big thanks to Aussie Arm Wrestler that basically gave me almost a shut up like a nitroglycerin or nitro oxide up my ass, and basically gave my channel a big start or a big kick towards 14,000 subscribers. So I would not even be as close to 14,000 if it wasn't for the massive army that Aussie Arm Wrestler sent my way. So I have to fix a nice gift to Aussie Arm Wrestler in the near future, so. But what that gift is just gonna be a surprise. Alright, I thought I saw a comment from Lagia here that was interesting. My friend, the setups that take 10 years, agreed. The rules are garbage, also agreed. And inconsistency enforced, video reviews that take ages. We have only one good commentator, the press conference are garbage, etc. Yep. If it is something that arm wrestlers as a whole needed to take notes from, it's how to make the press conference a lot more exciting. Because you are there to highlight the match that you are gonna be doing. And also you need to show the world you as an individual, not just as an arm wrestler. Because that is something that a lot of arm wrestlers are really uncomfortable to be doing, to put themselves out there as themselves. Because I had this conversation with Neil Pickup, and he was really spot on with this when he was basically saying to everybody in the room that the people buy people. As an arm wrestler, the outside world is not gonna be giving a flying fuck. They will not be so invested in the athlete themselves if they don't have a proper a connection to that specific athlete itself. I mean, for instance, whenever I'm watching like WF Worlds, I usually go after the arm wrestlers that I am at most interested in. Like whenever I see Fia Reisek, Karolina Pettersson, Coach Ray, Sandris Shedis, Vladislav Krasovskis, or anybody that I have followed for a number of years. That will be an interest for me, since Coach Ray has been open with his stories, and Fia Reisek has taken a lot of notes to showcase herself a lot more. So arm wrestlers as a whole need to take that extra step to showcase themselves, because I fucking guarantee you, with all of soon 50 people that are watching this, if you are showcasing yourself, the support will follow. I guarantee you that. I mean, you can ask Pelle, who is in the chat as of now, as soon as he was doing that the news reportage, or this new that the news agency that were following around, that they were making a short program of him, he basically was opening himself up, made himself vulnerable, and a lot of people came with the support literally right after. I mean, he is planning to go to Europeans and Worlds, and he had X amount of money that he needed in order to make the trip not as expensive. In like 2 days, it almost were about 30%, if not a whole lot more now. And a huge statement to that is how he was expressing himself and showcasing himself as an individual. Because whenever you are showing the human side of an arm wrestler, or any athlete in general, the support and everything else will follow. That is the reality when it comes to making a press conference a lot more interesting. Because if you're just answering the questions a lot more stale, and basically like almost in a robotic attitude, and you have basically no personality, basically nothing to offer, it becomes really boring, and nobody will give a shit. Especially in that fashion. So, if arm wrestlers should go more mainstream, they need to showcase themselves. Showcase to the world who they are. So, in this instance, I do hope that arm wrestlers are not afraid to put themselves out there and showcase to the world who they are as individuals. Because I guarantee you, it will come. The support, the sponsorships, the cooperations that will become available, they will come. They just need to take that step to make themselves a lot more popular than just a arm wrestler as a whole. Anyway, that was just a very long rant, or what almost a long rant with how arm wrestlers as a whole are afraid to take that extra step to make themselves vulnerable. So yeah, hopefully that makes a lot more sense. Let's see. I agree with that, Krigi. As soon as you start to showcase yourself, you get media impressions. Yes, exactly, Pelle. Exactly. Royal 7. Lagia, give me your solutions for the setups. Yeah, it will be fun to see if you have any suggestions. Lagia. Alright. We are 6 subscribers away. We are 6 subscribers away to be reaching the goal post of 14,000 subscribers. I do believe that we can reach 14,000 subscribers by the end of this live stream. If we are able to do just that, it will be really fun. Honestly, it will be really, really fun. If we can crack 14,000 before this live stream ends. And I have a feeling that we can go there, so. Okay, Krigi, how did you rate the event yesterday compared to the other ones? The event as a whole, if we are taking everything into the calculations with the camera work, the camera angles, the matches, the refereeing, and all of that. If we take all of it into consideration or into the calculations, it is almost at a 8.6 in that. I will put it in the 8.6. But the production as a whole was a whole lot better compared to the previous ones. But the last East versus West had a lot more audience interactions, especially with Levon and Devon Larratt. You could see the audience reactions from, at least from the back. You could see basically a lot more closeness, and you could feel a lot more atmosphere when the crowd was that close, and especially when you could see the genuine reactions coming from everybody that was sitting at the VIP. If they can apply that to the... If you can apply that to the future East versus West events, I do believe it's gonna be a production that will be taken to the next level. At least, in my opinion, that will be the case. 39 concurrent viewers and 30 likes. So if you haven't already, be sure to spam that like button. Let's see if we can get as close to 50 likes before this stream is over. I have a feeling if a lot of you are subscribing, liking, this will be boosted even further in the algorithm. So the continuous support that you guys are giving this particular live stream, after that I did explicitly say that I was gonna be celebrating and spending time with my girlfriend and her family, and just to relax from the Swedish nationals. If you only knew how much stuff I really did during the nationals and the things that follow, you will understand why I was like, I need a short break to just regather myself and getting a lot more energy back so I can be like a individual once again. So yeah, in this instance it was 8.6 if I'm gonna be rating that. So hopefully that answered your question, Roy L7. Now let's see. Cowabunga. Exactly, Dave Anderson. Cowabunga. Cowabunga. Just gonna be leaving that. All right. Now let's see. Man, you are really starting a discussion in this chat. Really awesome. Let's see. Now let's see. Now let's see. Obviously, we don't know because all the chaos on purpose. The refs are doing fine. In some of the matches, there were a lot of mistakes happening, but I do understand that it becomes a lot of. It becomes almost like a pressure cooker, or almost the pressure is just building up, and everything just go. So I do get that it become a lot more easily to get mistakes if you are letting that pressure get to you. But as I said previously, there were a lot of mistakes made during the match with Devon Larratt and Genadi because at least from what it looked like to me, and of course I can be wrong on this, it were looking like they were focused a whole lot more on Devon than they were on Genadi. But Genadi was using it to his advantage, and if it was the other way around, Devon Larratt would capitalize the living shit out of that. But in this instance, at the end of the day, Devon Larratt showed that he was the man. He was easily the stronger arm wrestler between the two. Right, 41 people watching and 31 likes. Let's get the like button up. Come on, guys. I know you can do it. All right. Enough begging for likes. Straight to refs grip, remove, don't move, suppressing. Ah, you are referring to the WL setups? Because that was like close their thumbs, close their thumbs, close their hands, go. Right. And so both. Thank you, Krieger. What do you think of Devon setup antics? I do understand why he is doing it, because he tries to get away with as much advantage as possible. Am I a fan of that? Not really, especially with when he is trying to demoralize his opponent so severely when the need is not even necessary. I mean, for instance, with his match against Oleg Petrenko, it was a bit too much, at least for me. It was a little bit too much since Petrenko was not even firing back at Devon Larratt, and Devon Larratt was basically toying with him. So in that instance, he should just be focusing on making the match over and done and dusted. So, but as one... But as with the setup game, I get it that you want to get away with as much as humanly possible. But in this instance, he was focused a lot more on the match itself once the match actually started. And he only used his antics when he was able to just getting away with it, so. If that makes sense. Roy 11. I might do a more in-depth video of about all of this. Basically, what I'm saying is that they should get rid of the 30-second rule free grip. Just skip the face and go straight to ref's grip or set grip. That will be an improvement if they could just go to set the grip or ref's grip. That will basically give a lot more time, or it will save a lot more time in that particular aspect. Good. Zoom into reality. Good events, but not as important as the fact that Devon Larratt, a special forces soldier with body okay. I see. Yes, and I'm seeing some pullers like Devon can make that a painfully much longer match too. No get your grip crap. I see. Should the losing due to double fouls be scrapped? That is a tricky one. Because I do get the... You don't want the athletes to get fouled out. But it also comes with the price if that extra time with the fouls might take extra time just on its own. And what I mean by that is that if you have 2 fouls, then you are basically out. But if you have 3 fouls, that would also keep you alive, but it also would drag on even further. So it basically almost like a double-edged sword in that particular aspect. Because if you remove the fouls altogether, it might save time, but the chaos that comes from that is just absolutely crazy. Then you are basically getting the Game of Arms style, if that makes sense. So it's basically like if you are taking away one rule, what is the trade-off? If that makes sense. No, 2 fouls is fine. WL had a 3. Yep, they had the free foul system. But the chaos that came with the rules, especially during the WL 2016 qualifiers, I did see some of the matches that were over there. Oh my god. The amount of fouls that were just spewing all over the place was a big turnoff for me. So, with the loose rules, or loose rules that WL had, that was just simply too much. At least for me, so. Some fans might be liking that. That is up to each individual, what they are preferring. But at least to me, I am not a big fan of the WL setups. Not at all. Alright. 33 concurrent viewers and 33 likes. Awesome. Really, really awesome. I have such a great viewer sphere here, so. By the way, guys, we are 5 subscribers away. We are literally 5 subscribers away to be reaching 14,000 live subscribers here. Oh my god. We are almost at the finish line. I can just show, this is, you could basically see that 13,995. It's going to be shifting, so maybe it can be visible to the camera. So you can see there. 13,995. So we are like 5 subscribers away. Kriggy, what do you think who do you think will dethrone Levon if you think it will ever happen? Well, I mean, if you can say it like that, there is always a time when the king himself will be dethroned. And in this instance, there are a lot of hungry arm wrestlers that have the capability and the tools necessary to be doing significant amount of damage to the king himself. And in this instance, I might be wrong on this, but there are 3 individuals at the top of my head that can really mess Levon Saginashvili up. And for me, it is Hermes Gasperini, the heavier version of Devon Larratt, and Vitaly Laletin, this heavier version of Vitaly Laletin. Because even now he was even able to do a flop wrist press against Artyom Morozov. And to that, it was really impressive with how technical Vitaly Laletin has been developing into. Usually he's just the big Russian guy who just clamps down on your hand and just drives really hard to the side. But in this instance, we did see Vitaly Laletin that were a lot more technically and tactically more fluent. Whenever he is feeling where the timing is, then he could just press the arm down of Artyom Morozov. And if that technique can be applied for maybe Levon Saginashvili, then we might see Levon's arm go down if Vitaly Laletin's tricep power is enough. So that will be really interesting, if that makes sense. Thank you for the question, by the way. Let's see, what Royal 7? Really awesome that you are asking these questions. 35 concurrent viewers, 36 likes. We are 14 likes away. So awesome. Awesome. Let's see. Pelle. Make contracts that rewards fast setup as... That would be something. But I don't know if they are gonna... I don't know if they are gonna be implementing that for future super matches. I really have no idea. Now, let's see. My question, who will lose first? Alishan at 105, Samusha at 85, or Levon at 115? Really good question. That's a really great question. Who will lose first? I think I might do a poll on that one. Add option. Let's see. Who will lose first? At 105. Samusha at 85. Levon at plus, what was it, 115? I do believe it was. Let's see, plus 115. Okay. All right. I'll create a poll with the question that Lagia did ask in the chat. Which one of these will lose their title first, or will lose first? So it will be interesting to see what each and every one of you is gonna be asking in this particular subject? That was a really good question, Lagia. Very interesting one. Now let's see. Alright. Let's see what's everybody's. Where the hell did the Devil's Neck go to? Probably take a vacation somewhere. I mean, the reaction from how big Devon Larratt actually were getting. When I saw the pictures, I was just like, almost my reaction was basically the same from the lady that was designing the superhero clothes from The Incredibles, and it's just almost like, my God, you got the fat. Say, my God, you got the fat. Yeah, that was my reaction when I was seeing Devon Larratt when he was basically like almost looking a lot huger or larger than Levan Sagrashvili himself. But with the weight of 142 kilograms, he looked really fine. I mean, very muscular, despite with that heavy weight. It was just like super confusing. Confusing indeed. First, so you call Genadi a liar and others of old and train with him. I'm happy that you are here to tell us some of the correct things. There's... Genadi says he's strong again. He also said he's unsure still. He's definitely not who he was when he beat Devon. Devon took 5-6 years after his right elbow surgery to be back to normal. Is there a story behind this, or was it something that was passed in the sentence? Because Genadi still did very well despite the circumstances on its own, so. 37 people watching. My God, this is really awesome. Now 39. Yeah. Now let's see. What else are you guys writing in the chat? Opinions on Bowen's video stating Devon will still be at force at the age of 70. I'm a bit unsure about that. That is if he is facing another one who is in the same age category, then maybe. But if it is an opponent that nobody can defeat, is time and death itself. And despite how much you are training down the line, it will become inevitable that the body slowly degenerates over time. So, I don't know if there are any actual truth behind the video of what the Bowen is making. But maybe he just did that video in order to garner views or topics or anything in that matter. So that is what I think about that. Adam Lindeberg, how much did you curl? Now let's see. With a traditional hammer curl, I could do like 30 kilograms for 1 rep on each arm. But after the Swedish nationals, I'm thinking about going back to more arm wrestling related type of exercises. Since you could gain only as much with traditional gym training. At least in my opinion. If you wanted to develop even further, you have to apply a lot more specific type of training, so you can get a lot more stronger from there. Do you think Arend can beat Mindaugas? No. No. No, 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 no. Mindaugas will murder Devon Larratt. Murder! So, Genadi had a bad surgery. Where did you hear that? If he did, that sucks. That had to be another surgery to fix. Is there any truth behind that? Or is there any facts or anything like that? Need to get me an SCTV hat order. Yeah. Especially when it comes to the frozen times. It will definitely hit your... Oh, it's been on your shopping list. Thank you, thank you. By the way, guys, I might as well throw this in just for context's sake. Let's see, Armwrestling.shop. Anaconda merch. Can just... By the way, guys, if you haven't already, I have my official merch that is available for all of you to buy if you really wanted to support SCTV directly. All of the revenues from this will go directly to me, and it will help me with the future travels down the line. This is a way that you could support me directly if you do not want to become like a monthly member or anything like that. This will be a great contribute for me, or a great contribute in this particular fashion. The quality of this cap or beanie, it is absolutely phenomenal. I've been wearing it around ever since I got the prototype of this, and it basically has been living rent-free on my head ever since. So this will be a great help or assistant. If you wanted to buy one, you could buy it at armwrestling.shop, and it is from Anaconda Arm Wrestling Equipment, and they are a official partner and manufacturer for East versus West Arm Wrestling. So that is why when it comes to quality, these guys know exactly what they are doing. And I am not joking about that. I am really not joking about that at all. Alright, now let's see. 35 people watching and 37 likes. Nice. I really love the alts on this so far. Awesome, awesome. Yeah. Alright, now let's see, where did the chat go? Where did the chat go? Oh, you still got that cap? Yeah, Pelle? Nice. Really awesome. Okay, I might as well do this. Replace the pinned message. Right. Okay, let's see. 23 votes so far. And most people believe that Samushia will be the first one to lose their title match before anyone else. Alright, now let's see. The Dreanos is completely up to the viewer. Genadi got pushed back just the same. Devon also got away with an elbow foul in round 2. I am not a fan of the King's move. Neither am I, brother. Neither am I. But as long as it is within the rules, it's fine. But if it is not in the rules, it is obviously not fine at all. Definitely not fine. Alright, and now let's see. Now let's see what's everybody. Thoughts on Bacho versus Paul? Great match. I think it will be a really great match. Because that will be a big test for Paulin as a whole. Since he was able to make Rustam Abaya work really hard. But also, he has made a really big statement with beating Samushi also. Lachlan Adair. Basically having a great match with Rustam Abaya from the previous match. So in this, it will be a really fun match to see. But then again, I might be wrong on if it is gonna be a nice match as a whole. But yeah, we just have to wait and see about that. If that makes sense. 11 likes away. We are 11 likes away before we are beating 50 likes. And also, we are 4 subscribers away. If you are new to our live stream and have not subscribed already, it will be a huge honor if you were subscribing to me. And we can get this YouTube channel to 14,000 subscribers. Who is the strongest arm wrestler you have ever gripped up with? Are you saying in a general sense, despite weight, or in my current weight, or can you be a bit more specific on that? So, not a biased forward. Paulin was a popular college choice. Yeah. A lot of people seems to be wanting a crack against the Paulin, especially with the type of statement that he has been doing over the years. I mean, for an arm wrestler for Paulin is getting this much attention and this trajectory in such a short period of time. That on itself is really impressive with the amount of work that he himself has put through, if that makes sense. So with the type of weight that he has been doing, or trajectory that he has been doing, really says a lot with the work that he is putting down. So in Paulin's case, I am really, really happy that he is getting the attention that he so rightfully deserves, if that makes sense. Alright, and now let's see. In any way, that easy. Very easy. Devon Larratt. Easily. When I was at Norway, he was there to be a commentator and to just have a good arm wrestling experience on its own. So when I was gripping up with him and training with him a little, and he was basically making me, he basically made me his bitch. But it was a very fun training opportunity to train with Devon Larratt in that particular fashion. And it was literally the first time that I ever got dad moved. I mean, with the style that he was dad moving me, I was just like, and I literally said this directly to Devon, like, oh, so this is how the dad move is feeling like. Yeah, but it was really a fun experience as a whole to be training with Devon Larratt, but also feeling a bit with the power that he has. So that that on itself is really cool to have that type of experience with him. I can see there is some discussion that is going on with the Drew, Zoom, and theirs. You seem to be owning the chat here, I see. Murphy, I will assume Lynn is on the Texas car. Really? Is he on the Texas car there? What is the name of that event? There's always discussion. Always discussion. Alright. 30 concurrent viewers and 42 likes. And I believe we peaked at 45. Really awesome. Always really happy to have such great people having this awesome conversation with. Always really awesome. 42 likes. Nice. We are 8 likes away. 8 likes away. So, if you haven't subscribed already, or what am I saying? I sound so greedy whenever I'm talking about that. But we are 2 subscribers away. I'm trying to reach 14,000 subscribers before the end of this stream, and I really believe that we can reach there before the end of this stream. So if you haven't already, if you want to support SATV even further, please consider becoming a subscriber, or if you wanted to support even further than that, buy the merch that I have, or maybe become a monthly member. I do post like behind the scenes stuffs of the travels I'm going to. If you wanted to see some behind the scenes from Arm Wars, maybe. Phil with the UK, you are the man. You are really the man. Awesome, awesome. Kriggy. Hermes wants to face someone else before Levon. Who do you think he should face? That is a great question. Because there are not so many left for Hermes to be facing. There are not so many that he can choose from. I mean, the more logical one for Hermes to be choosing, in this case, is Devon Larratt. That, in my opinion, that would be the more logical pick for Hermes to be having. For the instance with Devon Larratt basically manhandled Genadi, and Hermes won against the Monster Michael Todd, although it was a lot more tougher for him to beat that version of Monster Michael Todd. I would love to see him against Hermes, because the other ones in the top 10 would be a bit too easy for Hermes Gasparini if you are going from the rank down. But now that Vitaly Laletin is gonna be getting his shot against Levan Saganashvili, if Vitaly Laletin gets manhandled by Levan again, then maybe a rematch with Vitaly and Hermes would be really great. Yeah, it would be interesting. But in my opinion, I think the next one would be... the next one would be Devon Larratt, in my opinion. If you have any thoughts on who it's gonna be, please let me know. And we did it! We did it! We did it! Yeah, we did it! We did it! We did it! 14,001 subscribers. Yay! You guys are awesome. Yay! So like that, we officially reached it. 14,001. Awesome! Yay! We did it! We did it! 14,001 subscribers! Yay! You guys are awesome. Yes! 14,001! I have the greatest viewers in the world. We just cracked 14,000! Yeah! Man, so awesome. You guys are absolutely phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. 14,000 subscribers! Victory lap. Victory lap. Or victory spin. Yay! I just send a message to my girlfriend. 14,000! 14,000! Yes! And Philwood UK with the shades. Awesome. Really awesome. Greatest audience in the world. Best audience in the world. I don't understand how can Vitaly get a shot at Levan when he's not even armwrestled the Devon yet. Yeah. But I think in that instance, Devon Larratt wanted to have more time before he is going up against the Levan. And Hermes Gasparini is also in that same type of a conversation. So the only logical move here would be Vitaly Laletin, because people have been talking about that rematch for years. So the Golden Goose presented itself, and it got presented. So the match is now officially confirmed. So yeah, that is how it has been implemented, if that makes sense. So strict curves mean you are better in arm wrestling? Interesting. Guess you never pulled. Guess who just came in there? Yay! Yep. No, my girlfriend is about to join in this stream, so. Yeah. Oh, come on. Yay! 14,000, 14,000. Yay! Yay! 14,000!
Känns det bra?
Ja, det känns riktigt bra det.
Ja.
By the way, guys, if you haven't seen Emilia here, the camera's right there.
Hello.
Thank you. Yep, I basically got a victory's semla. Yay! Absolutely phenomenal. Oh yeah, I have the best sporting girlfriend in the world. Let's see. It is really interesting to read the conversation that you guys are having in the chat. But as long as it is civil, then I have to. Home gym physique. Is your girlfriend into arm wrestling? Not as much, but she follows what I am doing. So whenever she is talking about the passions that she is having, I'm also taking a bit interest in what she is having her interest into, and she takes interest in whatever I am explaining to her. So, and I'm trying to explain in a way that it makes more sense in that aspect. So yeah, if that makes sense. Home gym physique. Shuhei! Shuhei! Eating a semla during a aftermath video. Nobody else is doing that, so. What are you eating? It's called a semla. It is basically like a Swedish type of a bakery. We have a day specific for this type of a bakery. It is basically called the day of the semla, or it's as we are saying in Swedish, semledagen. So I'm about to eat this while I am basically talking to all of you guys. So if that makes sense, Royal 7. By the way, guys, you should be trying this whenever you are in Sweden. You should buy one semla, and you will be really surprised with how delicious this is. Looks good, Krieger. Yep, it tastes really good too. So, whenever you are coming to Sweden, it will be really fun to. It should be really fun to you to test this one out. So. Fetisdagsbulle. Semla. Precis, Pelle. Precis. By the way, Pelle, are you going to Europeans in, what was it, in Estonia? If I'm lucky, then we are probably gonna meet up there, Pelle. Jesus, so ridiculously big. think I'm gonna be eating that later. Now let's see. Ask Todd if strict curls matters. Irakli is properly a double. It didn't matter. Yeah, in that instance, it is because Todd Hutchings is strong in the right components when he is basically applying his style to somebody that is as strong as he is. Because with the amount of side and drag pressure that Todd Hutchings is providing against somebody that is as strong in the bicep curl, because the back muscle is a lot stronger than the arm muscle. And if you are using the back, you can put a lot more pressure on the bicep itself, especially when you are going as hard to the side that the Todd Hutching is doing, and basically applying from there, if that makes sense. By the way, guys, we are 5 likes away from 50 likes. So if you haven't already, be sure to leave a like. And if you want to support me even further, you can either buy a beanie, which is in the official merch, or you can become a YouTube member and support me monthly. Because I have behind the scenes content from both Iron House 4 and the Dark Card 4. So if you wanted to see some photos and the behind the scenes stuff and all of that, you can become a member, so you can see a lot of more behind the scenes content. But if you don't want to do that, a regular subscribing will be just fine. Because I do still appreciate all of the support that all of you guys are doing. What? I just saw myself eating that salmon. I was like, Korea, did you see Morozov's injury? Yeah, I think I saw that. I think I did see that from Concrete Elbows YouTube video about that. If he has done one already. Now let's see. I think he has made a video. Yeah. Now let's see. We're gonna be popping out the. Hello guys, welcome back to Concrete Elbow. So you can just adjust and you can just change the scenery. Yeah. That one really took significant damage. When you are taking that much damage after a super match and pulled as hard as he did, major respect to Artyom Morozov to still try to pull, especially when he has blown out his own pronator. To be dealing that or taking as many hits and punishment as Morozov did with an in-form Vitaly Laletin, that is really, really impressive. And it really shows the warrior spirit that Artyom Morozov has. And after the performance that Artyom Morozov did, honestly, I don't believe that Devon Larratt is going to be taking that match. Not at all. Because I have a feeling that Devon Larratt was hoping that Artyom Morozov was going to get ran over by Vitaly Laletin. Because in that way he could push his own agenda in order to make his match happen against him and Morozov. But now that he was having that career-ending death war with Vitaly Laletin and pulled so hard that he blew his pronator, I have a big feeling that the match with him and Artyom is gonna get completely cancelled. But if it happens down the line, then all the power to this super match to happen. But that is just my opinion about that. All right. I think I'm gonna be online for 10 minutes more. So if you have any more questions regarding with East versus West 16 that you want my answers on, please feel free to write in the chat. Because I do see from the conversations that you guys are having, there are some very interesting conversations. So as long as it is civil, then it's more fun in that way. Krige, what do you think Devon should face in Arlington? Great question. Really great question. Who Devon Larratt should face next? It will be really hard to find matches with him in such short period of time when it comes to his right arm. But with the left arm, there are a lot more possibilities with or more possible matchups when it comes to his left arm. So maybe a rematch with Georgis Svetko, or let's see the rankings. I'm just gonna be taking up the rankings, arm wrestling rankings. Now, who is on the left arm? Maybe Dimit, or maybe Tobias Sporong, maybe? Camille, not the Camille, because Devon Larratt will probably get murdered on the left arm. But that is just my opinion about it. But maybe Oleg and Oleg Petrenko and Devon Larratt on the left arm? Maybe. I do believe that it would be a interesting match on the left arm, because with how dominant Petrenko was against the Bitkili there, damn, will be a fun one. Maybe because there are a lot of potential super matches that could be available for Devon on the left arm. Do you think Morozov will recover soon? That type of injury takes a while to fully recover, but I do hope that it is gonna be recovered soon in the near future. Darikian will also be a great match. Thanks for that, Royal7. I don't think Devon Larratt deserves the title shot left-handed right away. Yeah, I do agree there. If he is progressing so that he is deserving of one, then that is a completely different conversation. Petrenko left-handed was really good, wow, but Devon might be too much for him since he can shut down his power though, cannot engage, even if Petrenko's left is stronger. Hope that makes sense. Yeah, but I just still would want to see that match regardless, for him to just have more opportunities. Pelle Shamliden as a member for 19 months. See you soon, kompis. Yeah, that is a great segue to finish up this stream. So thank you to each and every one of you that has contributed for Sweden Armwrestling Television to finally crack 14,000 subscribers. All of you guys are simply amazing. And I am planning to do more of these type of live streams in the near future. I just needed to figure out what type of subjects I wanted to talk about. And yeah, it was really fun. So I think I'm gonna be ending this stream here because me and my girlfriend are gonna be building a Lego set of the bird from the third Harry Potter movie. So we are gonna be making that as the night is progressing. So thank you to everyone that has been tuning in to this aftermath video of Sweden Arm Wrestling Television. So without further ado, have a nice day, stay safe, don't be a surpuppa, and keep being awesome. Take care. And if you want to support SCTV even further, please consider becoming a member or buy the merch of the SCTV beanie that is in the video description down below, or if you type in armwrestling.shop, you can find it from there. So take care, guys, and thank you very much for the continuous support that you are giving me. It is really appreciated.